Hey guys, welcome back to Madera Farms. We are doing another cleaning video today. You guys are really liking these cleaning motivational videos. The lighting is not great, but my basement is a disaster. So I already started cleaning because it has been driving me nuts. Our basement is nothing special, so I'll kind of give you a look around. It's really dirty, but we're gonna make this into like a little playroom for the kids. No judgment. So I already started moving stuff around, but this is our garage, how we get in from the garage. So we have a gun cabinet here. We have like a little crawl space here and then a closet. And then I started sweeping because Andrew cut some of our branches from our Christmas tree off down here. So there's dog hair, a bunch of toys. This is where I started sweeping from. And then I have a ton of boxes, and I keep this because it's easier to start our wood stove. This is obviously a disaster. I brought wood in to stack, and all of the water from all of the wood has now melted onto the floor. And then this is my Cricut stuff where I make all of our Madera Farm shirts, and it is not acceptable. I would never send a shirt out on this sort of workspace. Looks like Colton found a Sharpie and wrote mom on my board, which is very sweet, but also not great. And then it goes into our bathroom. So we have one of these like sliding barn doors, laundry, and then bathroom. And then behind there, we have a whole disaster. So if you guys don't judge, I'm going to show you. I hung up this like heavy curtain here, just like super chintzy, because this is like our, like that panel fell down. This is our storage. And then we have like our coolers there, or our freezers. So that needs fixed all in itself, but I'm not really worried about that right now. My plan is to just all of this. Like, this is a hoarder's house. I'm not okay with it. So let's get started cleaning this up. And then we're going to kind of turn this into, like I said, a little bit of a playroom, hopefully. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is break down all of these boxes. I don't know about you, but our Amazon boxes end up here all the time. I'm not sure if everyone has like a dumping ground for their Amazon boxes, but ours end up by the wood stove. And I think it's just because we make an excuse that we're going to burn the boxes, but really we probably shouldn't even be burning them in our wood stove, but we do when we start the fires. Now, this time of year, we always have a fire going, so I honestly don't need any of these boxes here. I am going to keep just a few just in case. In this video, I sweep the floor probably 50 times, just so you guys are aware. And I haven't cleaned down here in probably a month, so it's out of control. I'm going to move my desk right underneath the TV. This is going to be a perfect spot for everything to kind of be out of the way. I don't use my Cricut every day, and I don't sew every day, so it doesn't need to be right in the middle of the floor. You can see here how disgusting this is. All of the wood pieces just fall right underneath there. I ended up putting a plastic boot tray underneath this thing that holds our wood, and then I just put this rug right in front of it. So if anything falls, I can just shake the rug out outside. I decided that I'm going to move the couch along the metal wall as well, just because if the kids are playing down here, they're not going to touch the metal wall, and it gives me a lot more open space in the middle of the floor. Again, I'm going to sweep the floors because it is a mess down here. Having 3 dogs just makes everything harder, I think. Our dogs are constantly shedding, and hair just gets all over. I am deciding to just line all of the toys up on this far wall for now, because what I really want to do is I want to get a play mat that lays right in the middle of the floor. I think that'll be great for the kids, and then hopefully I can find something to kind of barricade the wood stove so that they can't get over to that section. I think that would be an awesome idea. I don't have an idea on how to organize any of this stuff. So if you guys have good tips for organizing your toys, please leave them in the comments because I want to get like shelves or bins or something to keep everything organized. I have been really enjoying cleaning my house. After this, I actually cleaned the entire house, just making sure everything was put together, all the beds were made, and it just makes me feel so good. If you're like me, the holiday season is always a time when I just feel overwhelmed, and the last thing I need is to have a messy house, especially with all of the gifts and toys and people coming in and out. I'm just happy I had this day to myself to be able to clean and get things done. If you're a mom, you know the struggle of trying to clean while your little ones are around. It's nearly impossible. The moment you start picking up a mess, they're making another one. So to be able to take the day to myself and really just clean and make sure all the things are getting done that I want to get done was extremely helpful. If you guys don't have a handheld vacuum like this, you need one. I think this one's like a cheap Black & Decker, nothing fancy. I'll link it in the description, but if you don't have one, get one because they're so handy to just pick up little crumbs and things. And I always put a load of laundry in. Every single day, I do one load of laundry. It really helps keep the amount of clothes in the dirty hamper down. That's one thing that I will tell anybody who's struggling with getting laundry done is just first thing in the morning, put one load in. And then make sure to complete that load in the day. You'll notice that it gets so much easier to handle all of the laundry.
I think it's looking a lot better. What I would love to do is get one of those mats, like the squishy ones, and put that down here because I think if I could kind of barricade the wood stove from this play area, this would be a perfect little spot for us to hang out during the day. And then I can start moving a lot of the toys that are in the living room down here if we start to utilize this space, because honestly, it's a pretty decent sized space, but we're just not using it. And it's nice and warm down here. There's a lot of good benefits. But I realized that I really don't need a ton of cardboard. So I'll show you what I did there, but that whole bag is full of just garbage. This closet is a disaster. I just threw coats on the little hooks in there. Shoes are on the bottom. I still have some shoes overflowing here, so I'm gonna have Andrew go through that, and whatever shoes he doesn't want, we'll get rid of. I have some Christmas stuff that always goes in there. When you walk down, I have this little bench, and honestly, I could probably get rid of it and do something a little more kid-friendly here, but for right now, it is what it is. And then I move the couch to this side, and it doesn't go past the gun cabinet. Don't worry, the gun cabinet is locked, and I always take this key out once I'm done moving stuff in here. So gun cabinet is locked, guys. Anyways, I move the couch on this side, and then I have this whole wall full of toys. So what I would love to do is get some sort of bin, like a pretty decent sized one or shelving or something, so I can kind of organize that a little bit better. And like I said, get some sort of big cushiony mat here. And then if I could barricade that side in, and then I could put a gate here or even at the stairs, and then this would be a decent sized playroom. Okay, so I moved my desk and stuff over here, and I just stacked a little bit of cardboard right here because it is nice to start our wood stove with just a little bit of cardboard if we need to. I have some weights and stuff that I just stacked there. My sewing machine's back there. This is all stuff for my Cricut and crafting projects, so I'm keeping that all there. I put some books up on the windowsill, and then I didn't do anything with this that Colton decided to do, but I'm not even worried about that. I'm just trying to get things organized. Some shirts and my Cricut there. So, and then you walk this way, and this is our bathroom. So we have this barn door, and I can close that off so it looks nice and clean. But we have laundry here. And then, like I said, this is just, honestly, this is like a painting drop cloth. And all I did was, Andrew hates it, but All I did was I got like a really long rod, and then I got these little clips, and I just folded it and hung it there. And it's just nice to have like a little bit of a finished side, because right behind here is like our hot water tank and stuff, and we don't really want to put a wall there in case we need to access it and yada yada yada. And then this is our bathroom, so we just have sink, laundry, soap, the basic shower. So the last thing I'm going to do is clean this wood stove area. This is always so satisfying, so stick with me.
If you have a wood stove, you know that the ashes build up and it's kind of a nightmare, but it's worth it. However, ours obviously gets neglected a lot, like the rest of the basement, because we just come down here, put the wood in, and go back upstairs. But I'm hoping that once we start using this room, I can continue to keep it clean. The wood stove is going right now, so I can't really clean it the way I want to, which is why I'm just using this little broom to kind of pick up all of the ashes. Once I turn the wood stove off, I will do a deep clean and make sure everything is nice and clean before starting it again, but it's way too cold to do that, so I'm going to keep the fire rolling. I'll keep you guys updated on how the playroom situation turns out, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.